everyone. Welcome to another edition of Meg's Melange of Random Ramblings for February 26th. Today I would like to give you a basic overview of LiveJournal, which is a really quite accessible website. You can create your own journal online, your own little blog. It is free. If you want to have a paid account, you certainly can, and that entitles you to phone posts, and I believe you can upload pictures and other things. I don't know much about paid accounts. I have a free account, and I've been using LiveJournal for, off and on for about a year. I use it for the podcast. As you may know, my username is MMRRPodcast, and I link to the files with the LiveJournal. Okay, so first you need to go to livejournal.com and you need to create an account. So I'm already at livejournal.com, so I'm just going to create an account. And the link is C. If you do links list and you press C, you will come to it eventually. There you go. I'm just going to slow JAWS down. I thought I had slowed it down before, but I guess I didn't. So I'm just going to slow this down a little.
Slower.
Okay, I hope that
Slower.
I hope that's okay for everybody. The speed should be pretty. Hopefully, will be okay for everybody. Okay, so we just entered on the create an account link. Basically, this is really pretty self-explanatory. The directions are quite clear. So the first thing you will need to have is a LiveJournal username.
The LiveJournal.com server. It also shows up when you post
That's the first edit box. If you would like to read all the instructions, you can just go.
Each one. The list of 8 items contains. List of 8 items contains 6 nested lists. 1. Username. Each LiveJournal.com user must have their own unique username. Your username is what appears in the address to your journal and what you use to log into the LiveJournal.com server. It also shows up when you post comments in other people's journal. Edit. Would you rather? Link create a community. Your username can contain only lowercase letters AZ, digits 0-9, and the underscore character. Underscores cannot be at the beginning or the end of the user username,
so
comma.
Basically, the instructions are really not that difficult to follow to set up an account. You need to provide your email. I think that's the next.
For more information on our information practices, edit. For more link privacy policy for verification and security purposes, we need your email address.
Yes, that's the next step, is your email.
For more information on our information practice, select the password, edit.
And next is your password.
Confirm password, edit.
You need to confirm it.
Add these journals to your friends list to be kept up to date on site news and
if
information.
Like
info news, LiveJournal news and events, checkbox check.
Other such maintenance and other such LiveJournal related things. You can add these to your friends list, and when you click on your friends link on your LiveJournal page, you will be able to read all of these entries.
Add these birth dates, combo box, January 1 of 12.
You need to give them your birth date so I think they want to verify that you're over 13. But then the next one is
edit.
Continuing to fill in your birthday.
6. Account type $3.
This is all if you want if you would like a paid account, you can do that here.
6.
There's
account type $5 2 months radio button 6. Account type $15 6 months 6. Account type untitled 1 frame and I have read and agree to the terms of service. Checkbox not checked.
Already checked for you. Now here you have to read the terms of service and just check that box if you agree to them.
Answer edit.
The next part is the only part that might be a little bit troublesome, but it's really not that difficult. There's a visual verification here, but if you simply type audio in this box, you will actually be presented with a page that has a link that says play sound, and all you need to do is play that sound and it will play in your media player of choice, and then you can simply just type the numbers you hear. The first time I tried to sign up for an account a while ago, I had problems doing that for some reason. It took me about 5 tries to get it to work, but when I signed up recently to create this podcast account, I had no problems. So It's really not too difficult. You just listen to the numbers and type them in a box. So that's great that LiveJournal has this, because then we would have problems signing up for it. And that
Create journal button.
is basically the account creation process. So it's, basically you just need a username, an email, password. It's not too difficult. Okay, so we're going to go back to the main LiveJournal page.
Back, navigate, create an account, visited link.
And now I'm going to log in with our podcast to the podcast journal, and I'm going to show you how to update your journal. So basically what happens is once you create your journal, you get an email from the LiveJournal people, and it tells you your username, and you do have to just click on a link in an email just to confirm that you received it and that you want LiveJournal, that this is you, and all that, the email address is active and everything. So once you do that, you're free to log in, and you can then update your journal. It's really not too bad. So the login link is on the main page. If you do links list and press L a few times, you'll find it eventually.
Links list dialog. L LiveJournal spotlight. L LiveJournal stats. L latest posts. L LiveJournal. L login now.
Okay, log in now. There we go.
Enter. Blank. Visited link graphic live. Username. Edit.
Okay. Your username will obviously be different from mine.
Enter. Forms mode on.
Once you have received your email and set up your account, you will know your username. So I'm going to type in the podcast username, which is MMRR podcast.
MMRRPODCASE. Tag. Password. Password.
Okay,
Edit. Type in text.
type in your password.
Start. Tag. Remember me. Checkbox not checked. To check, press space bar.
You can check that if you want to.
Tag. Login. Button to activate. Press space bar.
You can just log
Enter.
in.
60%. Forms mode off. Navigate. Expired period.
Now I will let you, I'll let Jaws read the LiveJournal page to you, just so you kind of get a little overview of what this will look like when you have logged in.
Login. Visited link home. Login. Heading level 1 login clickable. There was an error processing your request.
Okay.
Clickable list of 1 items. Clickable bullet login window expired. Please try again. Clickable list end clickable. When you log into your LiveJournal account, you can. Clickable list of 4 items.
Let's try that again.
Create an account button. Username. Edit. Broadcast.
Okay, that was interesting, everybody.
Enter. Forms MRRPODCAST. Blank.
Okay.
Tag. Password. Blank. Blank. Start. Tag. Remember me. Check tag. Standard link. Tag. Login. Enter.
Let's try this
1%.
again.
Forms mode off. Navigate. Login. Button. Welcome back to live.
Okay, there we go. I must have typed my password incorrectly. So now I'll let you have a look at the main LiveJournal page once you log in.
Welcome back to LiveJournal. Visited link home. Login. Heading level 1. Welcome back to LiveJournal. Clickable. You're logged in as clickable. Link graphic info. Link broadcast. Clickable. Go have fun. Here are some suggestions. Clickable. Heading level 3. Visited link update your journal. Did you know you can now easily add a photo? Clickable. Heading level 3. Link read your friend's page. See the latest updates to your friend's journals. Clickable. Heading level 3. Link my LJ. Customize your LJ experience. Clickable. Heading level 3. Change login options. Checkbox not checked. Remember me. Login automatically on this computer. Checkbox not checked. Find cookie to IP address. Save button. Log out button. Visited link graphic LiveJournal. Welcome link graphic info. Link broadcast. Exclaim log out button. Search edit category combo box site and username. Search button. List of 8 items contains 7 nested lists. Link my LJ on mouse over. Link journal on mouse over. List of 7 items nesting level 1. Visited link update. Link recent. Link archive. Link friends. Link info. Link memories. Link comments. List end nesting level 1. Link scrapbook on mouse over 1.
Okay, so you had a basic idea of what's on this page. We're going to just show you how to update it. So we'll go to the update link.
Links list dialog. You upload. You is service. You upgrade your account. You update your journal.
Update your journal.
Enter. 17%. 98%. Page has update. Edit. 16.
Okay, so here's the time.
Edit. Subject. Edit.
Now you can put a subject.
Enter. Forms mode on. Word. Oh, none.
I'll probably just write podcast test or something.
SET space.
Wow, can't type today, can I? Okay, podcast test.
Edit. Type in text.
So that's your subject, and when you tab once, you get to the main body of your entry, and you can type whatever you desire. Okay, this is a test run podcast, whatever. Obviously, you would want to write more, but I'm just testing. So now the next thing we come to.
Security combo box public 1 to 4. To change the selection, use the arrow keys.
You have the option here of setting whichever security level you want. Public is the first one, so anybody can read it.
Private.
Private is just for you, so when you log in, you can read it. You have to be logged in to read it.
Friends.
Friends is when your friends are logged in, when people who have specified you as friends on LiveJournal, you need to just specify a person as a friend. And when they are logged in, they can read this entry, but not everybody can. It's only your friends.
Custom.
I'm not sure what custom is, so maybe somebody can tell me.
Pub. Auto format HTML combo box. Yes, links and line breaks. 1 of 2. To change the selection, use the arrow key.
That I leave the same.
Music edit.
You have the option of typing in your current music.
Mood combo box 1 of 133. To change the selection, use the arrow keys.
Desire. There's a whole bunch of them in this combo box, or you can type it in.
Edit type and
the
text.
next box if you would like to type in your mood.
Tags. Edit type and text.
Tags are really kind of cool. If you've been keeping a journal for a while, you can tag your entries and just place in this box the subjects that you've discussed. So, say I talked about my podcast and my day in this entry. So if I wanted to write, I could say podcast, and then I could write my day. Or I could, if I were talking about the weather, I could say podcast, weather, and then what happens is when you go and you read the journal, you go back and you read your journal, if you click on any of these links, the tags show up as links, and you just say you want to click on weather, it will show every entry you have written with the tag of weather. So it's kind of cool to go back and to see related subjects, and it's kind of interesting.
Entry is backdated. Checkbox not checked. To check, press space
I'm not
bar.
really sure about. I just kind of leave it that way.
Comment settings. Combo box. Default 1 of 3. To change the selection, use the arrow keys.
In your account. That's another thing I didn't mention actually. When you finish creating your journal, you'll be able to, as soon as you get that email, you'll be able to set your account preferences, and I believe it's under My Account. I think on the main page, and that has to do with whether do you want all your journals to be protected, all your journals to be private, all your journal entries to be friends. Do you want to set them each time you do it? Each time you update. You can also have your email displayed, choose to have it hidden. There are a lot of different settings that you can deal with in the account section.
Screen comments combo box default 1 of 5. To change the selection, use the arrow keys.
I'm not exactly sure what that is. I think that's also probably somewhere in the account settings.
Post to combo box more podcast 1 of 1. To change the selection, use the arrow keys.
This is the name of the journal you're posting to. If you are a member of communities, I'm not with this journal, but if you were, and you could arrow down, and you would find other communities that you were members of, and you could have the option of posting in those communities.
Update journal button to activate. Press space bar.
Now we're going to update.
82%. Forms mode off. Navigate. Update journal button 100%. Update.
And now we'll let Jaws read you this page.
Update journal. Visited link home. Update journal. Heading level 1. Update journal clickable. Updating journal. Update successful. You can view your updated journal clickable. Link here clickable. Now that you've posted, you can. Clickable list of 4 items. Clickable bullet. Clickable link. View the entry bullet. Clickable link edited 4.
I'll do is I'll let you view the actual journal for a second, and then we will delete the entry so that you can see how you edit.
Links list dialog. Link help. Home. Here.
Okay.
3%. 100. More podcast journal. More podcast journal. Most recent entries. Link calendar view. Link friends. Below are the 8 most recent journal entries recorded in. Link more podcast. S live journal table with 2 columns and 15 rows. Sunday, February 26, 2006, 4:37 p.m. Podcast test. This is a test for my podcast. Left parent. Link comment on this. Saturday, February 18, 2006, 7:05 p.m. Guest on the podcast. Hi everyone. In this link podcast, my friends Craig and Joanna joined me for some fun. Left parent. Link comment on.
Alright, so basically that is how a journal page would look.